What's going on, family? As you guys come on in to our live video on tonight, I told you every single Thursday at 8 o'clock, the grown folks, we're going to talk. I want to motivate you on Thursdays. This is I Inspire TV. I'm your host on today, Reverend Antonio Scott, Mr. AOS Inspires, whatever you know me by affectionately. I want to welcome you on tonight, every Thursday. Meet me. Listen, let me get this clear. Every single Thursday at 8 p.m., not 8 a.m., 8 p.m., I'm going to be here giving you some motivational tools, some motivational coaching, something to motivate you for the week. Then you're going to meet me on Saturday. Actually, I'm moving ahead of myself. You see the flyer right here on the screen. Today, Thursday, we're motivating. What's going on, family? As you guys come on in to our live video on tonight, I told you every single Thursday at 8 o'clock, the grown folks, we're going to talk. I want to motivate you on Thursdays. This is I Inspire TV. I'm your host on today, Reverend Antonio Scott, Mr. AOS Inspires, whatever you know me by affectionately. I want to welcome you on tonight, every Thursday. Meet me. Listen, let me get this clear. Every single Thursday at 8 p.m., not 8 a.m., 8 p.m., I'm going to be here giving you some motivational tools, some motivational coaching, something to motivate you for the week. Then you're going to meet me on Saturday. Actually, I'm moving ahead of myself. You see the flyer right here on the screen. Today, Thursday, we're motivating. Friday, we're doing Bible study. Saturday, we have virtual word. Just word, a worship experience, a preached word. It's just, listen, I'm just trying to cover you guys all week long so that sometimes it's difficult to make it from Sunday to Sunday. We need a word in between. We need some supplements, right? Food, eating healthy is just not enough. A lot of times you need some supplements, some vitamins. My wife asks me every day, you take your vitamin C, you take your vitamin D, and I eat the gummies, the vegan gummies though. Nothing with, gelatin has pork, so none of that. I don't eat that. Anyway, every Thursday, I'm going to come to you and motivate you because I want you to get to the next level, not just spiritually, but I do want you to get to the next level in a motivational way, mentally. I want you to be stable. I want you to be solid. I love each and every one of you. Some of you guys inbox and say, man, we miss you coming on live every week. Listen, I'm going to be honest with you. I miss you guys too. I really do. It's just that in the transition, it's a lot. It's not easy. I tell people what I'm doing, this is actually the second full week of us coming live to you. It's not easy. And this is what I want to tell you before we get into it. I want you to consider sowing into I Inspire AOS Inspires. I want you to really consider sowing because what we're doing and how we're bringing these quality videos to you, it's on your screen below. How we bring these quality videos to you, it is not easy at all. Whether you're watching on YouTube, whether you're watching on Instagram, or whether you're watching on Facebook, I want you to consider sowing into this ministry because this ministry is dedicated to empowering you, not just empowering you motivationally, but we want to empower you spiritually as well. I want to see you spiritually get to the place where God wants you to be, but also I want you to be motivated as well to get to that place that God wants you to be. Because I can give you so much word and you don't have no motivation in your life and you find yourself in a standstill. I'm strong spiritually, but I don't have the drive to do what I need to do. Now, some of you guys can debate me, but like, man, if you're spiritually strong, you're all right. But I want to motivate you because some of you don't believe in Jesus, but you still need to be motivated. So the great thing about it is I want to talk about Jesus and I want to motivate you at the same time. Because if you don't believe in Jesus, you'll listen to my motivational videos and eventually my prayers that you watch a Friday or a Saturday, 12 o'clock noon and say, wow, I love what he's talking about. I want to give my life to Christ. That's my whole approach. So I want to motivate you. So on today, I'm not going to hesitate. I do want to slow grind this thing tonight. I really want to take my time with this. I really want us to help each other out. Let's do a dialogue. I really want to help you out. So in the comments below, I need you to type in below right now. Come on, type in live. We're live right now. I need you to type in below what city, what state you guys are viewing from. I want to see how far we're reaching. I want to see who we're talking to, what city, what state. and I'll be in the comments. I have somebody in the comments commenting along with you guys. I love you guys to life. I know we have Virginia Beach. I know we have Norfolk, Portsmouth, Chesapeake in the building. I want to say thank each and every one of you for joining us live. Now, this is what I need you to do. I do this before every video and everything like that. It's because I want to motivate you spiritually, and I also want to motivate you mentally as well. So I want you to type in the comments below, I'm amazing. Matter of fact, I'm gonna do it right now as well. Type in the comments below, I'm amazing. I'm amazing. I need you to type it in below right now, because the reason I want you to type it in below is because it does not matter who believes in you, who doesn't believe you, who doesn't see the value in you. You need to see the value in yourself. And I want you to start speaking that over your life. I see the value in me. I am amazing. I am wonderful. I am great. And watch this. It's not about being arrogant. It's not about being cocky. But it is all about being confident. Go ahead and type it in. Y'all typing too slow. Come on, speed up. Type in below. I'm amazing. I'm amazing. All right. So let's get started. On tonight, we're talking about something that we can really hold on to. All of us can hold on to. The question becomes, what am I exposed to? Right? What am I exposed to? What do you expose yourself to? Now, this can be the place where you get to greatness, or it could be a place that holds you back. Your exposure. And I hope I do a great job. I want to do a great job at painting the picture to understand that we need to broaden our exposure. Because when you don't broaden, watch this, and when you don't broaden your exposure, you will be confined to the group or the small group or the small-minded people or the minds that you have now. You would not go no further than that. I want us to really dive deep. Let me take a sip of water, but I really want us to dive deep and understand that exposure is so important. Now, this is the biggest thing. Have you ever heard the saying, what they don't know won't hurt them? I want to suggest on tonight, sometimes what you don't know can hurt you. Sometimes what you don't know, it can hurt you. Listen, if you believe that, I need you to type in the comments below true, or facts. Matter of fact, type in facts all day long. It's facts. Sometimes what you don't know, come on, type it in below right now. Facts, FACTS, facts. It is facts, because sometimes what you don't know will hurt you. You thinking that what you don't know won't hurt you. Sometimes it will. Sometimes it will hinder you. I'm going to talk about that later. But sometimes it will hinder you from forward progression because you don't know. There are some things that you don't know that will kill you, that will hurt you in your destiny, in your purpose, in you fulfilling your dreams. Big one. As an entrepreneur, there are some things that you need to know as an entrepreneur to make money. Right? There's some things. This is the biggest thing, right? I just got to put this out there. What am I exposed to? I'm so serious. I want y'all to feel my heart on this one. I can't even say I feel hurt or I feel sad. I do have some compassion for those that filled out for the PPE loan, if I'm saying it right. PPE loan, the PPP loan, whatever. That loan, yeah, that one. I feel sorry for them. And I really don't feel sorry for them because they know what they were doing. It was illegal. But I have compassion for them. My heart goes out for those people. The reason, because I've been listening to Breakfast Club, and I'm talking about, I have not forgot what I'm talking about. I'm talking about what am I exposed to? And I was listening to the Breakfast Club, and there has been, over the weeks, last 3 weeks, right? There has been somebody called in on, get it off your chest or ask ye, of saying that they're coming after me now because we lied to get the loan, and they had somebody doing it. Now, I just want to tell everybody this. The Bible declares us like this: don't get weary in doing well, in doing what's good, right? For in due season you shall reap a harvest if you faint not. Don't get weary in well doing. Don't get tired of doing the right thing. Right? I get it. I understand. The question becomes, what are you exposed to? I get it. You want to be a millionaire. Listen, who doesn't want to live a life that you don't have to worry about finances? Trust me. Your boy, I wish I had a whole camera crew. I wish I had everybody, to really run the cameras, run the lights. All I got to do is just be the what's the word I'm looking for? Be the It's on the tip of my tongue too. Not the personality, but be the talent. Sit here and be the talent. Do what I need to do, and then go about my day. I wish I had somebody to do the editing. I wish I had somebody to run the cameras and all the good stuff, right? But I got to do it myself. Don't get weary in doing what's in well doing. Don't get weary in doing what's right. For in due season you shall reap a harvest if you faint not. The question becomes, what are you exposed to? So many of you are exposed to slick stuff, right? Illegal stuff, and it looks good. I'm gonna be honest with you. When Bruh pulls up in the S550, with some Ashanti wheels on it, or he pulls up in the X6. I'm about to get the X6. But anyway, when somebody pulls up in the X6, or somebody pulls up in the Benz or whatever, and, diamond out, jewelry out, it looks good. It looks enticing, especially, when they say, they got it like this or whatever. It looks enticing, right? To do some illegal stuff. But I want to suggest this to you here today. Expose yourself to better so you won't have to do illegal activity to get better. Right? If that makes sense. Expose yourself, and I can't wait to get to that point. And I don't want to overtalk myself because I really want to slow grind to get to that point. But I want to encourage you this. Expose yourself to better. Right? Expose yourself to some people. And I know you're saying, how do I expose myself? Go search for it. What am I exposed to? Because what you are exposed to will show through your actions, and it will show through your thinking. All right, watch this. More exposure helps you think, right? More exposure helps your thinking, and it helps you to think. Less exposure limits your thinking. Let's hit that on the nail. More exposure, better thinking. Less exposure, limited thinking. The best way I could put that is when you don't have much exposure, like you've never been outside of Virginia, you think everything is like Virginia, you've never been outside of Virginia, never been outside the country, never been outside of the states, and you're like, you don't really, your mind can't fathom more of what the world has to offer, because you have not exposed yourself to people or have not exposed yourself to traveling. So now you're content with staying in Chesapeake. I promise you, I met somebody and we were in Hampton, and they were like, to be honest with you, I'm 25 years old. I think like 25 years old, something like that. And they was like, I've never been on that other side of the water. I've never been to Virginia Beach. I was like, what? So the only place they've been is Hampton and Newport News all their life. I really couldn't fathom that, because I'm like, what? Hold on. Even the kids when I was in elementary school in Chesapeake, we went to Hampton to go to the Air and Space Museum. So I'm like, how is it that you've never been to Chesapeake, Virginia Beach? No, never. Portsmouth, never? Who you expose yourself to, or what you expose yourself to, will either hinder you or help you, all right? This is the biggest thing. Don't be afraid to connect with people who see life differently. Listen, this is going to be a great podcast. I mean, I'm just excited about this motivation. As a matter of fact, some weeks, once this little quarantine thing is, Corona, once it's kind of, a little bit under control. I know some people ask, did you take the shot? Listen, go to my videos and you'll see my view on that. But once everything kind of dies down, I do want to get some good guests up here so we can talk and dialogue together. But don't be afraid to connect with people that see life differently. And this is the biggest thing. So oftentimes, people want to be connected to people that think like them. Why? Because their conversation does not make them feel uncomfortable. This is live. Type it in below right now. Connect, right? Connect with people who see life differently. Because watch this. This is what I've discovered in my 37 now years of living. Most people want to connect or stay connected to people that think just like them. Because if you think like me, you're not going to number one, disagree with. We're not going to have too much of a disagreement. Why? Because we think alike. I want people, and I have people that's in my circle. Me and my best friend, we think alike, but we think differently at the same times. There are some topics that we go toe to toe. Like, nah, I just don't see your point. But we do it in such a respectful way that's my guy. That's my dude. We just, in a respectful way, we disagree, or nah, I don't see your point. And we can disagree and move on to something totally different and still be cool. Don't think, because so many people think this, the reason they don't connect with people that think different from them, they think that it's always going to be an argument. No. Connect with people that see life differently than you. It's cool. I know you've been raised, if they're not saved, I can't hang with them. If they're not a Muslim, I can't hang with them. If they're not Jews, I get it. That's how you've been raised. Erase it. You need to connect with people. Watch this. Why do you think different? Why do you think networks are so popular? Not even popular or successful. I'm gonna say that. Why do you think TV networks are so successful? Because they erase the nationality. For the most part, they erase the nationality. They erase the ethnicity. They erase the religious preference. They erase it. Because we're trying to fulfill a common goal, and that's to make more money, that's to be successful. More people from different backgrounds bring better ideas to the think tank. Period. If you have different taste of people, right? Different taste of people, and we're all at one table, not worrying about, okay, you're white, you're black, you're Asian, you're African, it doesn't matter. You're tall, you're short, you're a woman, it doesn't matter. Right? We're at the table. We're bringing our ideas to the table to make this company better, or to make this ideal, this mission better. That's what happens when you connect yourself with people that see life differently than you. Right? It makes you better. It ought to make you grow. It ought to stretch you. I said something to my best friend that I forgot. I said something to him today. He was like, wow, it makes me think. That's the type of people that you need to be connected to. People that's going to make you think outside of the box, or better yet, think as if there's no box at all. So don't be afraid to connect with people that see life differently than you. This is another one. You can't control or understand anything if you don't take the time to talk to it, to watch it, to listen. Better yet, this is the biggest one. Spend time with it. I would never know how to work the whole system, from the mics to the cameras to the lights. I wouldn't know if I didn't spend time with it. I wouldn't know if I didn't research it. I wouldn't know how to operate. I wouldn't know how to control it. Now, I want to use that word control real loosely. I don't want to use it too loosely, but I want to use it, I'm not talking about control your friends or control relationships or control. I'm not talking about controlling that aspect. I'm talking about control as far as the lights and the cameras and stuff like that. But what I am saying is it's impossible for you to understand people that you don't take time to talk to, you don't watch, you don't listen, and you don't spend time with. What are you exposed to? If only thing that you're exposed to is hip hop, you're not gonna like country, right? I'll be honest with you, they have some cool country songs. They have some great gospel songs. They have some great R&B songs. They have some great hip hop songs. They have some great classical songs. You got to expose it. Watch this, because if you don't expose yourself, you're limited. Somebody type in the comments, limited. I swallowed kind of hard on that one, huh? Type in the comments right now, limited. Because watch this, when you don't spend time with something that's not like you, you limit your exposure. And I don't want us to limit our exposure. Why? Because I can't wait I'm talking about relationships on this one too now. It limits you and it cripples you in the area. All right, let's move on. The lack of exposure will make you miss opportunities, and underexposure, there's a difference between lack of exposure and underexposure, right? So lack of exposure, let me finish my statement first. Underexposure will make you miss opportunities as well. So lack of exposure will make you miss opportunities, and underexposure will make you miss opportunities. I know you're asking the critical question, Pastor, I thought those are the same thing. No, it's not the same thing. Lack and under is two different things. Lack of exposure means I'm not exposing myself to anything. Underexposure is I'm gonna go to this conference because it's $20, but I'm not gonna go to this conference because it's $100. Invest into yourself. Why is it? I never understood this. Y'all gonna get crazy on the comments on this one. I never understood this. Why is it that more people will spend more money what they put on their backs than what they put in their bodies? You will spend more money what you put on your body than you put in your body, right? Prime example, key case. Watch this. Lack of exposure will make you do this, and underexposure will make you do this. You will go and buy some Gucci shoes, right? I know, I wear a size 7, and it's $830. If you want to send me a pair, I'm a size 7, right? So if somebody want to bless me with a pair of 7, send me an inbox, and I'll send you my address. But a pair of Gucci loafers is $830, size 7, right? And so y'all made me miss my point. I'm joking. I forgot my point. Lack of exposure will make you miss opportunities. Underexposure will make you miss opportunities. I know the biggest thing I want us to really gather from this is lack of exposure, underexposure. Lack of exposure is from the perspective of that you're not exposing yourself at all. That's a lack of exposure. Underexposure, as I said before, is you go to this conference because it's $50, or you're investing this because it's $50, but you won't invest into this and it's $100, $200, whatever. And I really don't know. I never understood that concept. You will put more money into what you put on your body than you put in your body, right? So, prime example, I remember now. Gucci shoes are $830. I'm a size 7 if you want to sew into my life. That's cool. Gucci shoes. So this is the crazy part. I've seen this time and time again. People will buy Gucci shoes, $830. I'm a size 7. If you want to send me some, you can inbox me. I'll give you my address. They'll buy some Gucci shoes for $830. Buy a tailor-made suit for $1,200, $1,300, sometimes $2,000. But if you cash money millionaires and you got it like that, I've seen some suits $100,000, right? So you have people that will spend all that money on the clothes that they put on their body because their mindset is it's gonna last. Quality does last. I'm gonna be honest with you. Buying all this cheap shoes, cheap clothes, it doesn't last. But when you buy quality stuff, it does last. However, don't be the type of person that spend $800 on your feet, $2,000 on your clothes, right? And then go to Burger King, like, hey, can I get a 99-cent burger? It doesn't make sense. Or go to any fast food at that. Why are you spending more money on your clothes than you do what you put in your body? Because what you put in your body lasts longer than the clothes. So what happens is lack of exposure will have you doing stuff like that. Underexposure will have you doing the same thing because you'll be cheap and I have not exposed myself to class or quality. All right, watch this. There's a big difference, right, between people that stretch you and drain you. Let's look at that. Drains and fountains. I'm way above myself. I'm ahead of myself. That's like the next 3 points up, but that's cool. Drains and fountains. Let me build the foundation on that. There's two different groups of people. There's a group of people. Let's just say this group of people makes 30,000, or this person makes 30,000, right? And this person that makes 30,000 surrounds themselves around people that make 20,000, right? So watch this. This is what happened. The 30,000 guy, or 30,000 a year woman that makes 30,000, that hangs around people with 20,000. This is what's going to happen. They're making their 20,000. You're making 30. You're making more than them. And you hang around them consistently. What's going to happen is they're going to bring you down to the $20,000 level that they're making a year. I know you asked the critical question, how is it can they do that? Because watch this, their lazy ways will influence you. Listen, I don't care how you try to mix it up. I don't care if it's, you don't know what you're talking about. I do know what I'm talking about. Because when you let me put this example. You have another person that makes 50,000, but all they hang around is people who make 100,000. What will happen to this 50,000? They're going to listen to what the other people that's making 100,000, and they are going to get stretched. And while they're getting stretched, they're going to pull that 50,000 up to 100,000. I've seen it time and time again. But this 30,000 person that keeps on hanging around with all 20,000 makers, they're going to get he or she is going to drown and become complacent and become common with them, because who you surround yourself around. That's why the Bible declares to us that iron sharpens iron, not plastic sharpens iron, not plastic will sharpen no, iron sharpens iron. So when you begin to hang around with people that have less than you, I'm not saying it's a class thing. If you hang around with people that has less than you, then you're better than them. No, that's not what I'm saying. But however, what I am saying is when you hang around with people that have less than you all the time on a consistent basis, it's going to bring you down. And it's going to make you common with them. It's going to make you be like, hey, okay. So you're not going today, huh? Just let it down. Okay, cool. I ain't going to do it either. But when you hang around with people that are go-getters, and it's not about money, but I'm trying to get us to understand a mindset. What am I exposed to? That's the topic. So this person that's making 50, that's hanging around all 100,000 people that make $100,000 a year, he's going to get stretched, or she's going to get stretched, and she's going to want to make more. Why? Because they're going to influence her. Watch this. In their presence, he's going to become a student. I'm teaching better than y'all typing in the comments. This person that's making 30,000, they're going to become a coach, and they're going to be coaching everybody. But while they're coaching everybody, they're going to also get to a place of complacency. They're going to get to a place of complacency because their laziness will rub off on you. Right? And not only would you get to a place of complacency because you're going to feel like I'm the big man or woman, and people are coming to me like I'm that dude or I'm that girl. So, I mean, I'm cool. I'm cool at staying at the level that I'm at. However, when I hang around with people that have more than me, I want to get more. I want to be more. That's why I watch people that have better YouTube channels than me. That's why I watch people that can speak way better than me. I'm not saying I'm a good speaker. I'm the best speaker. None of that. But I do want to be better. So I watch people that are better. I take notes, right? And I can see it evidently in my views, and I can see it evidently in my engagements. That's the biggest thing I want us to understand. What am I exposed to? Who am I connected to? That really, listen, I know you hear that's a cliche. Who you connected to, it really matters. For real, it really matters who you connected to. If you're connected to go-getters, it rub off. You're going to go get it. But if you connect to people that's always complaining, whining, and fussing, and, not trying to get to the next level, chances are birds of a feather flock together. Let's move on. What are you exposed to on a consistent and daily basis? Will dictate your hunger for the way you live, your work status, your lifestyle, expectations out of life. What your friends have says a lot about what you desire out of life. That's a big one. What your friend, listen, I think that's enough for us to type in the comments with that one. What your friends have, and listen, I'm far from being materialistic. We all like nice things, right? But what your friends have says a lot about what you desire. What your friends have says a lot about what you desire out of life. Period. I've never seen somebody, unless you're helping them, I've never seen somebody hang with a homeless person all day long. Never. I've never seen somebody that's a millionaire hang with a homeless person all day long. Be like, yo, man, what's kicking with you? We just cool like that. Let's go hang out. I've never seen that before. But I've seen millionaires hang out with other millionaires. I've seen other broke people hang out with other broke people because they feel comfortable in that. Listen, if you don't believe it, you don't got to get it. You can log off right now. But the truth of the matter is, what you are exposed to on a consistent basis will dictate your hunger for the way you live, your work status, your lifestyle status, and the expectations out of life. Big question. I said it before. Are you a drain or are you a fountain? Drains try to look for what they can get. They suck the life out of people. But fountains say, listen, what can I put in this thing? What can I put in you? What can I deposit into you? How can I make you better? Fountains or drains. And this is the biggest part. I want to get to relationships real fast. I don't want to make a big story about this relationship, but I do want to say this. We took our daughter, my wife and I, we took our daughter to Disney World, right? So the Disney World trip exposed her to a different side of reality. It's bigger than going to Kings Dominion or Busch Gardens or your local theme park, right? We exposed her to something better. Now, the reason I say this in relationships, it's so important for moms and dads and brothers and sisters to expose our family members or our loved ones to greater. Because what happens is when we don't expose our loved ones over it, I'm talking about parents now. When we don't expose them to greater, we don't expose them to great things. When they get around other people, when they get older, they can be manipulated. Listen, that's true. If you're not exposed to something, you can be manipulated because watch this. Have you ever met somebody and they just get so excited over something so small that you find minute? Oh, shucks, your car start up? Yeah, you just press the button or turn the key. It starts up. They're so used to getting their cars jumped to start. You're just like, I just keep the maintenance up on my car, right? So what you have been exposed to, people can manipulate you. I've seen this in movies time and time again that one person is not used to money and this person has a ton of money. And since you're not used to money, watch this, I can manipulate you to get what I want out of you because I got what you desire. Because you've never been exposed to what I have access to freely. So the lack of exposure can cause you to be manipulated. I want to talk to all dads. Expose your sons to greater. Moms, dads especially, expose your daughters to greater. And this is the biggest thing. I take my daughter out, open her door, I take her to nice restaurants, we get dressed up, we go out. This is the biggest thing. I don't want a guy to be able to take her when she gets old enough to go on dates, to take her somewhere and he think he's doing something by taking her to Applebee's. Or he think he's doing something by taking her to Cheesecake Factory. We go there. It's my wife's favorite restaurant. Or he think he's doing something because he's taking her to Captain George's. We go there for fun. I really want you to hear my heart. I'm not saying that like I'm bragging or something like that, like I'm balling, cash money millionaires. Nah, that's not the case. But what I am saying is I expose my babies to something because I don't want somebody else coming by trying to expose them to something that they think that they're exposing them to and think that they can take advantage of or manipulate them. Nah, not here. All right. Everybody expose yourself to greatness. Now you're saying, listen, I don't have nobody in my circle. I don't know nobody. How can I expose myself? This is how you can expose yourself. Google it. That's it. Just find out how. Find out how. If you want to expose yourself to better cars, Google it. You want to expose yourself to real estate, Google it. Listen, we live in a day and age now where if you don't know something, that's your fault, right? Because before we didn't have access to this much information. Now you have access to this much information. I'm not saying certain things, if you don't know, it's your fault. I get it. Some things we're just not going to know. I get it. I understand. Some things it's hard to get access, but a lot of things that you want to do in life, being in real estate, flipping houses, being an entrepreneur, getting good money, living a good life financially, it's in the palm of your hands. All you got to do is Google it, find out, right? Expose yourself to greater. And this is the biggest thing, and I'm done. I got 2 points. First to last point is this. I watch people on YouTube, I watch people on Facebook, and I'm gonna be honest with you. Anybody that's that operates in their gift with greatness, I study their page. I look at their page, I look at them, I watch their moves, and I just take notes. I look at somebody else that's greater, that's in my same niche, whether it's preaching, whether it's motivational videos, whether it's videography. I look at their page, I look at their work, and I study it. You're sure not going to go to somebody that's not doing better than you. Now, I'm not saying they're doing better than you in life. I'm talking about if you're a comedian and this person is not that funny, you're not going to go to their page and study their page. You may look at their page and see what not to do, but you're not going to study their page and see what you need to do. You're going to look at somebody you may be getting booked once a month, right? But I'm gonna look at somebody that's getting booked every week or multiple times a day, right? Those are the people that I'm gonna study. Those are the people I'm gonna watch. Look at somebody that's greater. I'm not saying mimic them, but take notes. Take notes. What are you exposed to? This is the last, and I'm done. I'm closing my iPad out. I'm done. This is the biggest thing. Check your ego at the door. That's the biggest thing. A lot of people fail in life because of their ego. There's so many people that don't mind helping you out. I need y'all to type that in below right now. Check your ego. 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 There's so many people that will help you out. There's so many people that will give you a lending hand, but you're so arrogant. You're so cocky. Your ego is in the way and it's hindering people from helping you out because you're so cocky. Don't nobody want to help somebody out that's cocky. When you think that you know it all, you think you got it all together, don't nobody want to help you out. I want to be honest with you. Listen, family, I love you guys to life. I'm out of time, but I'm definitely not out of motivational words. I pray that this was a blessing to your life. What are you exposed to? You can catch this live, which we're live now on Facebook, or you can watch this again on the replay on Facebook. Also, you can watch it on YouTube. I suggest that you go to our YouTube channel, AOS.inspires. Kindly subscribe to our page. Even if you're getting this content on Facebook, it's going to get lost in the clutter because we produce videos every single week, multiple videos every week. But when you go to YouTube, you can go to our channel, go to our videos, look at all of our videos, the preaching videos, the motivational videos. I even have some videos, some interviews with some people that I promise you you're going to love. Listen, I love you guys to life. I see you guys on next Thursday for your motivational live. Grace and peace.